Hey, what's up guys? My name is Don, but better known as Doomling, and welcome to another Blender tutorial. Today we're going to be modeling a Karambit knife from a game Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And don't worry, I'm going to be explaining the whole process so you can follow up. So as you can see, I already have two of these over here that I started working with just so I can practice. So you want to leave everything as it is, leave it on Blender. You want to leave this in Blender, don't touch it, just touch like that. We can close the window. I turned the screencast keys over here. I'm gonna turn them on just a second. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna delete this cube by clicking X. So now we have an empty spot. We're gonna go to cycles render, and we're gonna click number 7 on your numpad and number 5 so you can go into like perspective mode. I'm gonna go ahead and import my image by clicking N, and then here you have background images. You're gonna turn that on. You wanna click on add image, and from here we're gonna click on open. So let me just find the image. You can download, the link is in the description. There we go. That's the Karambit we're gonna be modeling. So this is just a blank image. If you click 7 you're gonna see it if you go in perspective mode. So what I'm gonna do now, you wanna go ahead and click here, so your cursor is here. You wanna click Shift A and add a plane. I'm gonna scale a bit, and we're not gonna do this part first. We're gonna do this part first, and I'm gonna show you why later. So when it comes to these types of modeling, you're gonna avoid knife project. I'm gonna tell you why soon. First of all, click on one vertice. Make sure you're in vertice select. Click X and then vertices. So now we have a just 3 vertices. Now I'm gonna take those 3 and I'm gonna scale them so they fit here. There we go. So now I'm gonna take this one, this vertex, and I'm gonna click G and move her all the way around here, like till the end of this. Now I'm gonna extrude it again, do the same thing over here, and you want to make like a little gap between these. So you want to make a little V shape and then do a gap, and then again V shape, and then a gap, and then again, just like that. Now when it comes to this, I'm gonna actually make a circle. Just don't make too many vertices. There we go. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to add insert like a loop cut. The way to do it is actually to click Control R, and you can see like a little purple line shows up here, and if I move this, you can see here that it's making cuts. So look at this number, make it a 15, and click your left click. So now we're gonna start from this one. We're gonna put it over here, and just go with the green, with the green arrow. Don't do it like this. Just raise it a bit up if you need to, just like that. So this is like a editing I like to do. It's the most simple one, I would say, yeah. So make sure that we're not doing a modeling. We're not modeling this for a video game, because if we were modeling for a video game, this would be a lot different. So just skip these holes over here, like these U shapes over here. You want to skip those. Okay, when it comes to these, you want to make 5 on each side. So you can see here 4 and 5. There we go. I'm gonna go from the middle. I'm gonna touch the green arrow and pull it up. The same goes for this one, and basically for every single one of these. I'm just gonna speed up this so you don't have to wait. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna put some final finishing touches on this, just so it's not sticking out. So this is not a game knife. I'm not gonna build it like optimized for a game. I'm just building it like a model for rendering. So yeah, this is what I got so far, and you should get this too. So you want to go ahead and you can see these bumps. You want to go ahead and click X, like when this is covered. You can see the vertices that are covering this these bumps. You want to click X and then delete vertices. So now you want to go ahead and make it look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's do that a couple of more times. Okay, so now I got that. I'm gonna just tweak it a bit. Okay, now let's go ahead and copy this. So select this object, click Control C to copy it, and Control V to paste it. Now click the green arrow and move it up, and select it. Just right click on it. Go in 7 numpad so you can watch from upper view. And now make sure to let's just zoom in here, and make sure to just adjust these like that. So now what we're gonna do is just delete a couple of vertices here. I'm gonna select these. Make sure you don't select these, so just these, and then click vertices. We have one more here, don't worry, we got that. Now select these two and click F for fill option. Now I'm gonna slide this one over here, but these over here, these three, we have to make them kind of work here. Okay, I think that is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna add just one more, click Control R and add one more loop cat over here. There we go. And now let's go ahead and select these over here. So select every single one but these two, like down here. These are like where you grab the knife, right? But select those without these two. So let's just click C, and let's do that. So click C for like a brush tool select. Now click X and then vertices. Let's go ahead now and click on this and then fill that. Click on this and then fill that, and then click on this and fill that. So now let's add 5 loop cats on each side by clicking Control R, of course. Okay, so the green one is gonna go up. These two are gonna go here. They're not the same size, yeah, okay. And just adjust those by the lines. Okay, and the last one. Okay, good, great. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's see if we need to fix anything else. I don't think we need to. No? No. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead now and the face whiffled over here. Click X in vertices and just fill it like this. There we go. So like you can see, the line is aligning with this. So there should be a one straight line over here and then a curve. Now make more vertices over here. Okay, that's looking good. Now the thing we're gonna do first is that we're gonna take that the main part of the handle, and we're gonna go click Tab so we can go in edit mode. Select everything by clicking A, and click Alt F to fill it with custom faces. It's like if I click F, it's gonna make one face and it's gonna distort it when we try to subdivide it. But if we click Alt F, then it's gonna be good. It's gonna create more faces, so it's suitable for modeling further. So now we're gonna click Extrude and click dot 1. Okay, there we go. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click on modifiers tool right over here and click on add modifier, and then click subdivision surface. That is somewhere over here. There it is, subdivision surface. Now view, you want to put the view on number 2 and leave the render on number 2. So, and now go on tools and set the shading to smooth. So now we have something that looks a little bit weird, but that's okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go find an edge somewhere like this that is sticking out, and click Control R, and it's gonna show like a purple loop cut. Okay, you wanna click left click and go up like this, and then click. Do it again, but this time go down. There we go. So now we have a shape of a handle, but that's not it though. Like, you can still see that we got some imperfections here. So we're gonna click Control R on these sides and just pull them like this so they're straight. Okay, now they're straight. We're gonna do the same over here. There we go. The same over here. Just in some parts where you actually need to see the edges, we're gonna do that. Okay, yeah, I think we need to do it on one more spot, but I don't know, maybe. Let's see now. Yeah, so this part over here, you wanna do it on these like little ends. Just do it like that. So Control R, select the face up or down, and then move it like this, so you can get a little straight line. Do it again, Control R. There we go. Actually, I don't think we need to do it for the last one, just on this side. There we go. Maybe not even a, yeah, I think it's good like this. Yeah, it's okay. Let me just do this one more time. There we go. Okay, so now if we go to 7, you can see that we kind of created the handle. Okay, I'm gonna add one more over here. Just go ahead and see if you have any imperfections, so you can just fix them by going to number 7 and then clicking Z to go to wireframe mode, and just see if you need to fix anything. So I'm gonna click B and select these and just move them like that. There we go. So now that is what we have. Okay, so that's one part of the knife, right? But let's go ahead and focus on the second part of the knife. So what we need to do now is that we need to actually add these little holes over here. That is kind of an important stuff to do. So let's click on that with your left click and click Shift A, add a circle. We're gonna click here and click on 10 vertices, and then scale it down like that. There we go. Now copy that and paste it, and click G to move it around, and let's just go ahead and move it over here. There we go, that's looking good. Yeah, so don't mind this part, we're gonna make that after this. Actually, we're not gonna make that after this. So now let's just go ahead and make the inside of this. Like you can see little shapes here. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna click on this. We're gonna click Shift A and add a plane. Now click on the side, go in edit mode and click on the side, click X and then vertices. Now we're gonna scale that a bit. So again, I'm gonna just do it like this. I'm not gonna create more vertices. Now when I create like a full shape, I can click Ctrl R and I'm gonna place 5 vertices on each side. Okay, and then I'm gonna click the green to go down. And we're gonna add 5 vertices on each side. We actually didn't need 5 vertices, we needed like 3. So yeah, I'm gonna just move these a bit over here. Just let's find the right shape here. There we go. Okay, let's do the same thing with this. So click on this, Shift A, add a plane, tab, go to edit mode, click X on vertices so you can just get this part. Okay, now we're gonna rotate it. Actually, you don't need to rotate it, just click G, select the vertex and then click G to move it around. One is gonna go here, one is gonna go here, and again 1, 2, and then a V shape, then 1, 2, and then a V shape again. And we're gonna fill these two. Let me just tweak that a bit. There we go. We're gonna fill this two. Click F, select the 2 vertices and click F. Okay, I'm gonna just make sure these are centered like that. So I'm gonna start with this big line over here first. We're gonna add 6 vertices. Let's just say 6. Like those are loop cuts, but they actually create vertices, so I call them vertices. Whatever. There we go. So create. I don't think we need more than 2 vertices on each side over here. I'm gonna call them loop cuts. I don't care. Make 4 on this side. Actually, you know what? Make as many as you want, but make sure that the number is bigger than like 4, because it's gonna be disordered if we don't make enough vertices. It's not gonna be a clear shape. Okay, again 4 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 4 on this one. I don't think we need a 4, but whatever. It's looking good. I'm not trying to optimize it too much. Like, it's not too optimized, but I could if I wanted to. So yeah, just you need to kind of, I already told you it's not a model. I'm gonna add another loop cut over here and I'm just gonna click G like that. Okay, so now this part is a little weird, but you want to go ahead and select those 3, like the circles we created and everything that's inside of this shape, and select the shape the last and click Ctrl J to join them. There we go. So now click A 2 times to select everything. It should be like yellow, and click Alt F. There we go. So the faces are a little bit flipped, so we're gonna go to edit mode, click W, and then click flip normals. There we go. Now click E dot 0 6, yeah. So that's 0.6. There we go. And add a modifier to it. Add a subdivision surface modifier. Place this number on 2 and leave this one on 2 and click smooth. Now let's do the same thing as we did before. So Control R loop cut, make it go down and this one go up like that. And now the thing is, you gotta do it for every single one of those that are inside. So one goes down, one goes up, right? One goes up, and one goes down. The same goes for this one. One goes down and one goes up. One goes down and one goes up. There we go. So that is again just a little thing I did. I made it like a transparent, not transparent but hollow, and I can leave it like that, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna show you later how to make it look. We're not gonna make it hollow at the end. We're gonna fill that in. Okay, so make sure again you just watch imperfections and just fix them like this. Okay. I think that is looking good. Yeah, I mean we're doing good here. So I'm gonna go ahead now and place this over here. Like, make sure that's going up though. Okay, click number 1 and then zoom in. Make sure they are kind of colliding, but at the same time make sure that they're one on the top of each other, like that. So now I'm gonna tweak this, just move it around. Okay, click number 7 to tweak it actually, and then go to these parts over here and click on it, and then click G. So we just, there we go. Okay, so that's one part of the handle. I'm gonna take this light and I'm gonna make it 2. Use nodes, and let's click rendered and see how that looks. Yeah, there's no distortion going on right now, so we're doing pretty good right now. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Now I think it's time to make the ring. That is actually pretty easy how to do it. You want to click inside of the ring, click Shift A and add a circle. Place this number on 32 and then scale the circle. Okay, so this one is a little bit distorted, as you can see the circle on the blueprint. So yeah, don't mind that. But like let's still try to kind of match the shape of it. Okay, so as you can see, we're not getting a full circle. It's like it has a little spike thing over here going on. So we're gonna delete the circle, the part of the circle where that is going on. Click X and then vertices, and then click E, 1, 2, 3, and fill these two by clicking F. There we go. Now add 2 loop cuts over here. Okay, click on the red arrow to move them. There we go. And we're gonna leave actually the circles that are these vertices over here that are colliding with this, because it's not gonna be visible. Yeah. Let's go ahead and add another circle here. I'm gonna scale it down. Okay, let's see, just like that. I think that is not looking good. No. There we go. Wait. Yeah, I think I can work with that. But like you can see, it's not a perfect circle, as you can see. So you just gotta tweak it a bit until you find a perfect circle. Now click on the circle inside and the circle outside and click Ctrl J. Go to tab. I mean edit mode, but I click tab, it's a shortcut. And then select everything and click Alt and F again. And now click E.2. Okay, so we extruded it, but we're gonna just make it a bit smaller. Okay, and now click E.1. There we go. Now go out of the edit mode. And again, go to add a modifier, add a subdivision surface modifier, place that on 2 again, leave the render in 2. and place the shading to smooth. I think you already understand the process. It's just repeating and repeating. Okay, we added loop cuts over here, up and down, and we're gonna do the same thing for the inner side. There we go. I think it's on, there we go, yeah, it's on smooth. Just make sure that everything you have is set on smooth shading. Now we have the circle, right? So let's just go ahead and again add some, yeah, I mean, that is it, basically. Go with number 1, and make sure you kind of make these two on the same level, this one and this one. So we're gonna try and do that. Okay, so that is looking good. I'm just checking out what I did so far. Yeah, I mean that is looking great. Okay, so now we're gonna do the blade. I'm gonna make a cube and go to edit mode and then delete 3 vertices, just leave 1. And we're gonna go from here, then extrude it to point here, and then click Ctrl R and add 10 loop cuts. As you can see here, it says 10. And then go one by one. Okay, no hurry. Make sure you do everything as it should be. Okay, so now we're gonna add another loop cut over here, and just click. And now click extrude, and go here, because we're gonna be drawing this line over here that is like a curve. Add, let's see, 9 loop cuts, I think. Yeah, 9 loop cuts, and then add them over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is the 10th. Never mind. Again, extrude this one and go here, and later we're gonna fill this. Actually, we can fill that right away. So go down there on these two and click F. Add again, I think we need 9 loop cuts again, yeah. And then do this. Again, just go by the line. Okay, now we need some filling to do. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and place this like going a bit down, like this, and the same goes for this one. It needs to go inside of this, and go click slash to just show that, but everything else is gonna disappear. As you can see, if we click that, everything else is gonna disappear but that selected object. Now I'm gonna click on this one and on this one. Click F and then add 1, 2 loop cuts over here. So we're gonna move those over here, just because the blade needs to go inside of the knife. Not too much. Make sure it doesn't go like this so it sticks out. Make sure it's just inside like that. There we go. Now click again slash. We just need that object, and now we're gonna fill this. We're gonna fill this by using some tools here. So we're gonna start with this here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill that in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill those in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you realize what I'm doing right now. So yeah, just do that step a couple of times until you fill this in. I guess I could bridge edge loop again on this part. But yeah, we're gonna do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The same thing goes for this. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this in. Okay, you want to select the whole thing, click extrude .04, and click on number 7 again, and click C and select the lower parts, like that. Make sure this is not selected. There we go. Now, except this one, yeah. Now we're gonna go down, click number 1, and then zoom in, and go down like as much as you need to. I'm gonna go down like this. There we go. So I can just make the shape of the blade go. Now we're gonna go here and add a modifier, and then add a subdivision surface modifier. We're gonna place that on 2, and then add a smooth modifier to it. Now we're gonna first of all place one going up and one going down, as we did for every object. Now I'm gonna go ahead and select in the middle of these and click Ctrl R. One is gonna go up and one is gonna go down. And the last loop cut is gonna be here. There we go. So that is looking good. Let's just make sure that we go to wireframe mode for a second, and just, if something is off, make sure to fix that. There we go, that is looking good. Okay, now we're gonna click slash, and there we go. So let's go to rendered mode and see how that looks. Okay, great. So now let's go ahead and take this part over here, the upper part of the handle. I'm gonna copy and paste this, and I'm gonna move it up. So let's just focus on that by clicking slash. And on the modifiers, you want to go ahead and click apply. And now you want to go ahead and click the sides, like not this side, not this one, not the closest one, but like the one that is a little bit further away. Click P and selection. So now it's gonna go ahead and make this a separate selection. Now tap on this one again, and do the same thing. There we go. So click Shift Alt to select more, like it's gonna just automatically select all the vertices that are connected. And then click again P and by selection. Okay, so now we have these two. We deleted the we only have these two. Now click Alt and F. There we go. Now we're gonna click extrude, click E, and then .04. There we go. And now click slash to get out of the just focus mode. I like to call it focus mode because like it only focuses on that part. I love that. Okay, and now put it down. Click 7 just to make sure that everything is looking good, and go to wireframe mode if you think something is off. That is looking good for me. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and make a little screw here for this part over here. We need a screw. So the way to make a screw is to click Shift A and add a UV sphere, and now click slash to focus on it. Place your shading on smooth, click number 1 and go in tab mode. Make sure you're in wireframe. Then click B and select the lower part, click X and then vertices. Now we're gonna click S and then Z, and then go down as much as you think. I think that is looking good. Yeah. So now click Shift S and then cursor to selected. It's already selected, but just in case, add a plane. Scale it down and click E for extrude, then Y, and I think we should go with dot 7. Dot 7 looks good. So the same thing, E, Y, but this time minus dot 7, so it goes in the separate direction. Let's go to numpad 7. Now again, extrude dot 7. Oh wait, no, we don't want to extrude that. We want to go ahead and select the edge select. Now click extrude dot 7, and then again extrude minus dot 7. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna select this one and then this one after that. Now go in this mode, in edit mode. I don't know what I'm talking anymore because I never do these long tutorials, but whatever. So now let's select the faces that are. Let's actually select the whole thing and then go down here and click knife project. And now you want to click E and then go down like this. So now we don't need this anymore. Okay. You want to go ahead now and add a modifier and go subdivision surface and plus the shading on smooth, and then go Control R and go down like this. Control R, go up like this. There we go. That's a little screw right there. We're gonna go ahead and click here on material, add a new material. We're gonna add a glossy material. I'm just doing this. We're not gonna do materials right now. I'm just doing this just so it stands out a bit for the final render when we do this. There we go. And now click slash again. Okay, 7, and then scale it. And just make sure you kind of fit it inside of this hole here. Okay, we're gonna scale that and it goes right inside there. That's what she said. Okay, there we go. That's one. And like, I don't think if there should be another one over here. I don't think so. I never saw it in there. But yeah. Now you want to go ahead and click number 1. Go to wireframe mode. And basically want to select everything that's on here. Like the upper part. So when you raise it up, only the handle and this part stays. You want to click Control C and Control V. Click S, Z, -1 and click enter. And now go ahead and put that down. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead now and click Shift S and cursor to center. I'm gonna add another sphere. We're gonna put it up here. I'm gonna scale it like a lot. I'm gonna go to wireframe mode, select faces, and then delete like more than half of the cube, more than half of the sphere. Okay, like that. We're gonna add a new material, and it's gonna be an emission. Okay, I'm gonna place this one on 0.5 maybe. Okay, now click Shift A and add a plane, and then scale it like this, and then click number 1. So we can actually make this plane go down. Make sure you're in a wireframe mode so you can actually see the plane. As you can see, if I leave the wireframe mode, it's not that easy to see it. Actually, you know what? Whatever. Okay, now we're gonna click 0 on numpad so we can go in camera mode and click Shift F to move the camera around. Now I'm gonna find a spot how to render this. Let's scale this plane a little bit more. Okay, let's click render it and select this plane and make it a little bit darker so you can actually see what you're doing. Let's see now if we go to 0 and click rendered. So yeah guys, this is the knife I created. So far so good. Of course it's not finished. The part 2 is gonna be up soon. We're gonna be adding some materials to it, and we're gonna be doing some tweaking to it. But yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode, because this is like my first long tutorial that I'm actually explaining what I'm doing. So if I had some mistakes, I'm sorry, it's my first time doing this. So yeah guys, I will see you in the next one, but till then, take care.